I'm all for.
Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvette and I am part of the Cat Scrappiness creative crew. Today I'm going to show you how I made a couple of Grinchy cards using some of the products from our latest release. So let's get started. I went ahead and chose a couple of the pattern papers from the Grinchmas pattern paper pad, and I cut them down and taped them together on the back, and then I cut them out using the Wonky Wavy stitched rectangle dies. I also cut out a couple of pieces of white cardstock using some of our nested stitch dome dies. And then as you can see, I did go ahead and stamp, cut, and color some of our Grinchmas images from our Grinchmas stamp set. Now, I didn't like the stark white of these dome cut pieces, so I did bring in some of my blending brushes and kind of just ink blended around the edges of the dome. Now I didn't add any ink, I just used whatever ink was left on my blending brush. So this is my green blending brush and I'm just kind of seeing how that looks there and adding a little bit more ink. I'm always testing how I like things before I actually put it together. And then I'm grabbing my red blending brush and doing the same to the other white cardstock. And I add a little bit more red, as you can see. And aren't these images just the cutest? I absolutely love them, especially the little puppy over there on the right. I went ahead and grabbed my mini Misty, and I'm going to put one of the sentiments from the stamp set in there, but I'm kind of gauging where I should place it based on where I'm going to put my image. So I chose to use the Merry Grinchmas sentiment. I think that's appropriate for the images I'm using.
Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you.
And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp those using some of my Gina K inks. Now I'm using some cherry red from Gina K Designs to stamp my sentiment on the panel that I ink blended with red.
All your wishes tonight come true. The love I live.
And then I'm using some Lucky Clover on the ink panel that I ink blended with green.
I only wanna be close to you.
I've got a mistletoe in my hand, and the boys are lining up for my kisses are for one special guy.
Now I wanted some definition between the two different pattern papers, so I brought in some of these peel-offs that I had in my stash, and I will be sure to link to all the products I'm using in the description box below, as well as to the Cat Scrappiness channel.
Be that brand new start. Let this mistletoe moment fuse together to Christmas hearts. Let this mistletoe moment give me everything I want.
So I'm going ahead and kind of just testing where I want everything. Do I want it landscape? Do I want it portrait? I'm always second guessing myself. But in the end, I decided I like them best in landscape. So then I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of my liquid glue here, and I use Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, which is also available in the Cat Scrappiness store. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add my images to the ink blended dome panels.
Be that brand new start. Let this mistletoe moment.
Then I thought I'd bring in my foam tape to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm adding some of my foam tape to the back of those dome panels before I attach them to the card panel.
Mistletoe moment, give me everything I want. So let this mistletoe moment be that brand new start.
Now that I have my panel complete, I am going to go ahead and attach it to a red matte layer before attaching that to my card base.
Let this mistletoe moment give us everything we want, everything we want, everything we want, everything we want.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it.
And then I thought, let me add a little bit extra to these cards. So I pulled out some of these Mr. Grinch sprinkles, and I'm kind of just placing them all over the card to see where I want them.
Thing that you're missing, I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
And then once I've decided where I want to place them on my card panel, I go ahead and attach those using some more of my Barely Art glue. And this embellishment pickup tool is a must. It really does help me to pick up those tiny little embellishments and place them on my cards. So here you have my 2 completed cards using products from the Merry Grinchmas release. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow.